one.
No. I'm gonna stick with this
Offers
one.
always on the
Anyway,
table.
sorry for being gone for so long.
It's alright, I've been keeping things busy.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, I got a bit distracted.
Lots of quests, lots of things to do.
I got a bit
It's just easier for me to do, like,
distracted. You're
big,
not.
solid lumps of
I wasn't expecting to be gone for a year
Rather
and
than,
some
like, do a little
change,
bit every
but
day.
What?
yeah, I was
You're
gone.
gone for a couple of days. You weren't here last thing, and that was it.
No, I counted the days. I was gone for at
Yes.
least a year and some change. I got a bit overzealous in my searching.
Eden, come here.
Hello, Eden.
Hello. How long has it been since you've last been here? Specifically, a couple of months, couple of weeks.
I need to update my settings.
That lines up with what I think. He was here about a month ago.
Those nerds talking earlier.
Oh,
I last saw you
Shall we go
about
say
a
hi?
week ago at most.
yeah,
So whatever time dilation you've been through, it's unique to yourself. You've been on some weird plane, or something has happened to you. You've been away. Well,
I
you're
know what it
everything you have
is.
for us.
I know what it is. It would explain quite a few
Alice
options.
still doesn't have a body yet.
It would explain quite a bit of
We
things.
literally just did the quest to get the seed today.
And it's just that. Yes, I am well aware of that. Yeah,
Alright,
it
you
explains
got
a lot. Time is different, yeah. I never actually correctly measured it, though I suppose I should start measuring. Because I know for a fact, I was gone for a year and some
where
change.
did you go?
Back home, I needed to check everywhere
Okay,
I
was
could.
it to this world very similar to the game of Minecraft?
Yes, back home, I went there. I needed
Okay.
to double check to make
He's
sure
been
there
playing
was...
Minecraft for a year.
No, I've been gone for a year to me. A year
Any
and some
breaks?
change.
He's been playing Minecraft for a year.
I hear you could submit that for like a really good like slow run, I guess it's called.
I'm joking.
I'm not playing it.
He went home for a year, but it's only been like a week in our time.
A year and some change, yeah.
So,
I had to... Since the Wither showed up, I had to...
yes.
Since the Wither showed up, I had to make sure it wasn't, you know, any leaks to the metaverse other than the one in the Nether.
Fair enough.
Which isn't fun, because I found some
Places.
places that should not be.
You have posted a quest that will take people to the Nether.
Yes.
This is in your homeworld.
Yes.
Does this mean that if anyone takes up that quest and goes to your home, they're also going to be time dilated for... No, if they only spend like a day there, they'll come back a minute has passed here, so that shouldn't be too bad. It'd be difficult if it's the other way around.
Something I've
So,
noticed is I have
That
brought...
shouldn't be too much of an issue.
I have my own food, but I have brought some food from the metaverse to my world. Something I noticed is they never rotted or went bad, even after a
Unless
whole
they're still
year.
going off the timescale of this world. That
That's
they were
what
the
I'm
origin
assuming.
From.
That's what I'm assuming. My best guess
Since
is
it's only been a couple of days.
the time dilation only affects your original state, so yeah.
Maybe that's the case.
But yeah, that quest is something I just can't handle
Do you
because
still have the seed safe?
yeah. Alright, you got the
Okay.
seed needed. Good job, kids.
If you wish to put it down, you may put it in the treasury. Exie has access.
Also, you
If
two,
Miss Lynn
Blake
arrives,
Shiro,
I will vacate the premises
during
and
my
allow
time back home,
Alice to do
I
her thing.
did spend some time to find some cultivation shit, because I popped back and forth here and there. I'm able to pop
Alright.
back and forth. It's
There
very
should
easy
be
to
a
get back
couple
to
of
the Nether.
empty velvet boxes that'll keep it safe.
Mm-hmm.
I can get you the details later, but it's on the practitioner's tools.
Awesome.
I found an old ass book. No, very incomplete and very damaged. I'll pass it off to you later.
Okay.
That way you can read its contents yourself.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If I give you a friendly punch on the shoulder, would you feel it?
Yes.
That one specifically, the one that's
Oh, no, I wouldn't.
non-corporeal.
I mean, technically, no, not at all. Doesn't mean it won't be, it can't be solid.
What's that about?
You're a good guy. That's all.
Which reminds me, Warden. Which one is better?
Is this because of the quest?
No.
I noticed you seemed a little glum, but
Are you sure it just wasn't Shiro? Being Shiro?
what?
The glum?
Uh,
Being glum?
No,
or
I
you
mean, like all of you had like an air of sadness about you when you came back. I didn't exactly want to ask, as congratulating you was more in order.
The completion
Because you
of
got
a
the
cycle
seed
for
and
some,
the branch.
for some Fey and spirit tree thing. It passed away. They passed away.
I think I understand.
Reminds me, Greywarden.
Fortuitous timing.
yeah, what's up?
Do you have a name you wish me to use, nickname or anything, or is Greywarden fine?
Greywarden's fine.
What that? I
GW.
remember last time.
Shut it, Ellis.
I believe that is also named
Dr. Gray.
I ain't a
The
doctor.
Warden.
Is a doctor.
Well, some people call themselves Doctor something when they're not a doctor, but they're a rapper or something. Like,
Oh gods, I can't do any music or sing to save my life.
I'm aware.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Maybe it's been a long time since I've done any of that.
When next you're available, and not busy with just
One more time, your voice box is acting up. It's cutting out.
next time you are available, free and not busy with anything, I wish to spar with you.
Sure. Ellis, you are not taking this from them. Ellis, he
Does
specifically
wither
asked.
affect?
Or they asked.
Okay,
it.
okay.
Go fucking golems.
Okay. Two things. One, does withering affect synthetics?
Yes, it affects everything.
Okay. Two, are you aware that any sort of melee damage he does, whether it's a sword, training sword, a punch, inflicts a withering effect, which is similar to necrotic?
As long as it is not aimed at my core, I do not care for the damage I take. Replacement of an arm or limb or anything else. Enough.
You
I
think
think
you
that's
can
okay,
avoid
those are
that? As long as that is, you are fully aware of what he can do to you. I don't have much of an issue with it. I do have an issue with it, but if you really want to, that's your prerogative. I
You'll have a
disagree, but
fucking issue with
but
it.
your choice.
You and Aurora have a freaking problem with it. It's fine.
Training, you're meant to go all out, but with weapons blunted. You can't really blunt
Oh, no, I'm not
a
going all
withering
out.
effect.
Trust me, I have not been going all out. Even if I do use abilities near them, I still haven't been.
I don't mean like that. I mean when you're doing like sword play. You have blunted weapons because you're meant to be going, like, for the kill sort of thing. Because
Have
if
blunted
you're
weapons?
practicing just hitting their weapon, you're not learning to block a killing blow. You're just learning to dance with your swords.
He says, but saying that my training is
Hey,
not
so
allowed.
I'm saying that
Good to know.
you, in melee with people who can be affected by withering,
Oh my god.
I highly disagree with you being allowed to do that. If they fully consent and are fully aware of the effects, there's nothing I will do to stop it. But I will lodge a complaint. You think I won't write a formal complaint? Try
You
me,
can't.
bitch.
You can. I don't care about it, and I don't think Sarah would give much of a damn about it either.
Alright. Pulls out a book, inkwell, quill.
Do it, I don't care. My goal
Already
has,
on it.
Nothing is
my
even
goal
checked.
is, and has always been, making them
Well.
better than what they currently are. If that means beating the crap out of them, so be it. Because
I mean, to
But
be
if you
fair,
beat
that
the
is how
crap
we've
out of
learned in
them,
the
you
past.
break an arm, and that arm doesn't heal as well as it used to be, then
medical
you've-
professional, I know how to break
made
an arm and
worse.
let it heal properly.
But if the
I've had a
arm is
lot of
broken,
practice.
it's still...
Ellis, they are adventurers. I'd rather
I am
them get their
aware,
limbs broken
But
here.
they should be putting their lives on the line while adventuring, not while training.
When have Joy? I still think you're I think you're overestimating what I actually do in training.
It's not what you do, it's what you can do.
Hey, there.
Hello, Shiro.
For what it's worth, we have sparred with him a bunch already, and as you can see,
I'm
we're
aware.
perfectly fine, even prior to the pill.
Yes. But still, effort should be made to negate unnecessary damage.
And what exactly is unnecessary? Please provide me a list and reasoning for said
A withering
unnecessary.
effect. Like, for example, I had a training sword, blunted wooden. Alright. I spar with someone. That's all well and good. I set it ablaze. That's not going to help them learn. It's just going to set them alight.
Tina,
if it
Addict,
hits them.
Tina, Eden, Exy, and I'm excluding you, Shiro and Blake, because you probably already know the answer to this. Your opponent has a weapon or an ability that causes after effects when it connects to you proper. How would you go about fighting them?
Block it if that's viable.
I
otherwise
said
parry, or
not
just
you
dodge.
two. I said not you two.
Oh,
Because you, like I said, you already know the answer to
thank you
this.
for letting me-
That's why I was asking these three.
Fair enough.
But
Fair
yes,
enough. I misheard.
as Shiro said, block it,
I
parry the
crushed you.
damage, or parry the attack. Yes, Eden.
If the attack hit something like a sword or a shield, would it affect the person, or would it simply deactivate, or would it simply not activate on it?
If we're talking in terms of my wither, no, it must be a clean body hit. That means any armor you wear will not do anything, but swords and shields can't block it. But this is not discussing the wither, this is discussing any effect. Say someone has a poison on their blade. That's something you don't want to get hit. How would you avoid that? Armor, parrying the blade, making them lose said weapon.
I'm not sure why you're talking about that, because this was an analogy. Yes, people can learn to avoid people who impart special effects in melee. But that is training for one specific thing. If you're training just to get better at sword techniques, doing nothing but dodging and blocking isn't really going to help.
Alice. That is true.
But as a counterpoint, since I do since I prefer to have noble dice,
That's why I was saying, don't need the sword to be ablaze. You need to blunt it. You need it to be as mundane as possible to train them in the sword fighting aspect. If you're going to spar with them and you have a special effect like this, the only thing you're going to teach them is how to avoid your attacks.
And you're so certain on that.
I understand your point. However,
Fairly.
Buddy.
his effect is.
It's not very often they'd come up against something like you.
Not exactly like him, but there are similar effects that either bypass armor like and hit a direct poison or something. It's a good
But
effect,
going up against
but
someone with a
it
sword,
can be.
that's relatively common.
So you're saying things they
Understand your point,
learn
but in this case,
to use against me can't be translated to other sword wielders?
They can be, but it's less useful than sparring with the ability to trade blows and sacrifice a hit to get a better hit on your enemy. But when they're focused on just avoiding all hits, they can't really make those sort of tactical decisions with you. It's overtraining in one specific aspect when they should be broadening their range of
Yes.
things they can counter. I'm not saying they shouldn't spar with you. I'm saying if you want to spar with people on the regular, you're better off using a more common technique such as sword fighting, pole arms, sword and shield, maces, bare fist fighting, things like that. But melee with imparting withering effect that they have to avoid at quite a large cost. That's a very specific situation that you're training them for.
Said effect of Wither has never, ever been one of the things I wanted to train them against.
Then why do you want to spar with them?
Because that's my job. I'm combat. Like we
Because you sparring with them trains them in avoiding your attacks and withering effects.
Why do I want to spar with them?
Circle.
It is a circle. Why do I want to spar with them? So they can practice their techniques against me, so I can test them, both physically and mentally.
Mm.
Wither has nothing to
Try it
do with
outside.
it, and avoiding it has nothing to do with it. Alice. Just-
Then why not the remote control golem thing I suggested? I could create one that has the same physical prowess as you do, the same build, height,
Because then it's not
relative
me.
strength in their arms. It's
And before you
in
say
all but
the-
withering.
Before you let's just drop it. No, I don't think you'd actually get it.
Alright,
With how many
I clearly
bodies and
don't.
how much things you've bounced a chain, it's very likely you just won't get it.
mm. I just feel that you're refusing an option that would be very helpful for their progress as students and people who are still learning and growing.
Just finish your report. Go on. Finish your report.
I already have.
Hello, Eden. Welcome back.
Evening again.
Why are you so
Is the
quiet?
argument over?
Yes.
Heated discussion, but yes.
It's
I'm
pretty
gonna
much an
finish
argument.
fighting.
It'd be an argument if we weren't listening to each other at all and just shouting over each other.
Mm. So heated discussion
To be
then.
fair, you both kept bringing up the same point.
Yes.
Yeah, heated discussion. God damn it, Alice.
Either way.
It's not
Don't worry.
the same because it's not.
We're not going to go to bed angry. We love each other very much.
I will gut you if you
But
ever
now
say
it's
such a
hearing you
thing
say that.
again.
Also,
I'm
Make me
not
think of
sure you would enjoy cleaning all the ash out of the carpet. It tends to stain things.
Shiro.
I'll clean up, but I'll still gut you.
I'm used to talking to Blaze.
There's no carpet. Why am I? Well, there's carpet
It's
over
It's
there.
hardwood. If anything, you'd be
What's that?
getting in
Breeze
the
can easily
cracks of the
disturb the
floor.
ash.
You're getting in the cracks of the floor.
Yes.
I was gonna ask about what
I don't think you want bug ash everywhere.
I'm pretty sure we could get like a
One more
vacuum or
time.
something.
the creek with.
Have you seen a
Oh,
vacuum around?
the wither
We don't have
thing?
a vacuum.
True. Could probably get one. Or cast a wind spell somewhere.
We have a broom.
I mean, the wither.
The best
was the
thing you
that
have
caused
is
issues last time.
prestidigitation.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I
wait,
believe
Eden,
I'm
see if
the
you can
only
turn
one
up
who
your
has that
voice
here.
box. You're a bit quiet.
Mm.
They're also a bit loud.
Ah, sorry.
Oh, maybe it's a combination.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah,
back, Miss
yeah.
Sexy.
I guess I am a bit loud. Whatever.
I think they're
Test.
still going at it a little
What
bit.
Test.
What is the
really?
report of the black and red wisp?
Oh, yeah.
Unsure. I've never seen those things before.
Hmm.
They could have just been ambient with the energy.
No, they weren't. I don't know if they were.
Perhaps wither-infected spirits.
Still be able to
Wisps.
tell. Whatever they are, they ain't wither or infected
Mm.
with it.
Perhaps they
You
were-
said you had a familiar feeling when they were around. I imagine that's the wither
That was
aspect.
the wither itself.
But that hadn't spawned yet, as you said. It was
Or
created and
someone
then
was
that
putting
scream
out a lot of
happened.
energy somewhere. Unsure, but I know it's
And
not
I
those
believe that
wisps.
energy may have infected local spirits or wisps, and that is what was roaming around. Those screams, those cries. Normally
Have we ever actually spawned?
peaceful spirits infected with wither.
Hmm. Old
Pretty sure I
man,
believe you sparred with Blake.
go punch each other in the arena. I don't know the last time we actually had a sparring day, so go punch each other in the arena.
Check call.
Are you going to supervise?
Yes, I usually do.
True, might
Just
have been when
making
it's
sure.
still like manifesting, as it were. If you report, let's go. I just grab my things. Oh, goodness.
Don't trip over Tina, okay?
You wish to go watch.
Why are you grabbing the thing? Are you not fighting hand to hand? I said punch each other, not hit each other. Unless you have any abilities you can use, Eden. Though I haven't seen you use any.
Eden's body flares up with different variants of magic.
Alright, good enough for me.
What's up?
Actually, I should probably go back to the kids. Alice, you don't get it. It's not that simple. Alright,
Fair
one, two.
enough.
There, three. I gotta
Alright.
stop counting the physical. Oh, Alice is there. Alright, you three.
No, I'll use my magic as well.
Fair enough then.
You decided on what you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
Alright then. This will be a simple 5-minute match, because anything longer is gonna burn you kids out. Maybe. I've yet to find out. You both ready?
Yep.
Alright, 5 minutes. Beginning now.
Damn it.
He's got rough.
this is why I was hoping for a hand-to-hand combat.
Purple and white.
This is what I was hoping for hand-to-hand fighting.
Inner darkness. I ain't dealing with either right now. They will deal with.
Eden's gonna hold on to the weapon, just get ready to lightning magic.
Drop it.
He's gonna get me. He's gonna take back with wind magic to knock you back further.
There you go. You're a construct, get in and punch. Watch it, Tina.
Eden begins to wind magic around at quick pace. Eden's going to move on to the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, one question before you do that. Are you aiming at the core with a gun, or are you just punching?
Oh, fuck, I didn't think about the car. They were just shooting in your direction. The gun's not out right now.
That's a spray.
He's going to switch the
That
blue
jump.
and using the ice, you get some liquid, causing blades quickly appear in water.
That's how you want to go, then? Let's dance.
No, it's not. I just needed you to not realize a second what you're standing on. Eden stamps down to force of the ice.
Okay.
Problem is,
Come on.
explain.
Exactly. Eden switches to 4 different colors in each of his limbs. He stops midway through the punch. His colors slowly stop going down. It restarts and he rushes at you with a wind magic all at once and just
Never
causing you
mind.
Unfortunately, I thought that trick would actually work on you. Normally people are worried for my health when I shut off.
I hate
Yeah,
explaining.
that's not my job. That's the ref's job.
Next time, I'm just gonna have you two actually punch each other instead of weapons. Don't look at me, you're fighting each other.
What's that? Eden's going to use ice again and try and force it into the blade's hole.
The moment you do, they shatter. And just punch in the face.
No one else.
So it is unstable. No.
Oh no! It's very stable. I just control it.
He grabs both your arms and head.
Headbutts back. Okay, I'm not doing that one again. Oh.
Unfortunately, Key is making you about even strength-wise, which is my only advantage.
Yep.
Bonking time with the hammer.
He's going to sweep the left.
Don't say sweep the leg, I can tell you have full body. Just do it. And time.
Unfortunately, you have more combat experience than I do, Shiro.
Yeah, we've been working on that a lot.
Yeah, next time I'm just gonna have you two fight fist to fist. Your abilities are
Oh, I would have
pain in
enjoyed
the
that.
ass. Yeah, unless you want to go fight hand to hand this time. But I will say,
I get to
Eden.
use my key to even the playing field.
I will say, Eden. You gotta work on getting your things out immediately, quick and concise. Less build up,
It takes
more
5
immediate
steps,
action.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Same with that
Anyway.
sweep. I saw you trying to brace first. You're already gonna be going to the ground to take out their legs. Let yourself fall and bring them with you.
I wasn't expecting to strength from the hammer. The sweep was actually my attempt. To even the playing field again.
Does he
You
have?
good?
Do they have full body?
I won't. I don't have. I don't have all the mana in the world, so using it this time will more than likely keep me from overloading this fight.
Yeah.
I was worried you shut down there when you did that little trick. Be careful next time.
If you
Uh,
only work from people who actually care. It's unfortunate on that front. Or
In a
coffee
sense, I
people.
do care. I just know better than to approach. A lack of facial
that?
features means I can't judge you that well.
Alibi and Lynn.
Looks like
Don't
Lynn.
worry. Real quick. So, Eden and Shiro, before you go. Eden, you said you're not used to the immediate strength.
Just a
Okay.
heads up. Miss Lynn, Alibi, and a new friend seem to be here together.
I see him.
They're watching.
You okay, Shiro? Headbutt mess your head up?
A little bit.
You think you got enough
Not like
in you
concussed
for
or
a
anything, but-
short demonstration?
Of what? Hand to hand?
Of sorts. More a simple takedown throw. As Eden said, you...
Simple take.
Eden, you rely mostly on your strength in combat, right? If magic won't cut it. And you said against Shiro, their key puts you at equal in terms of strength, right? Well then, if you would, go ahead and walk up to Shiro, please. Now, Shiro, walk Eden through a simple... just a simple throw. And Eden, pay
Yeah, this one's
attention.
very simple. Arm, over shoulder, throw. It's a 3-step process. It's very simple. And again, arm, over the shoulder, and throw. I'm not actually doing it, just
Yeah.
I'm demonstrating.
There's also more to it than just throwing. Sometimes, if they're too heavy, you'd have to roll them
True.
over your body. Other times, you can use other limbs to lift them. There's also the sweeping the leg.
I
Because-
believe
Well, yes, if you're doing that, that's simple. That's literally
but-
just.
But
drop
not
down,
the
swing.
dropping form, more hooking your leg behind one of theirs and pulling and
Oh.
shoving at the same
Oh,
time.
that one.
Better thing to ask you to
Hello.
explain. Explain center of
What's
gravity
up?
and how that relates to combat. Oh, there.
Yes. Up. Watch the head.
Yeah, Shiro decided.
I'm touching the head.
Shiro decided to
I know,
headbutt
that's what I'm
Eden
saying,
over
be
here.
careful. Technically,
You
they
need
had,
healing.
they were gonna head. I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but I was gonna put it off for the moment. It's not like I'm concussed.
Yeah, you were
Thank-
getting healing after this, whether you wanted it or not.
Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't
to
going
be
to
fair,
refuse it.
I was holding back slightly for this fight.
And I
But,
had my
yeah.
key active, so I was hardened, as it were.
Probably back
Just
up.
Headache inducing. Oh.
You're fine, Eden. I'm backing up for safety reasons.
Understood.
Don't worry,
I
I
did
was
want to
just going
speak to you.
through the big one.
Alright then. But yeah, Eden,
Thank you.
in combat, you're aware of someone's center of gravity, yes?
Feels better. Thank you, Alibi.
The main goal when throwing and such is to take your opponent off their center of gravity,
new
To warm you
friend.
up.
knock them off balance.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
The main issue with that for me is it
Definitely feels
technically
good.
doesn't affect me.
It does, actually.
Eden's gonna Eden's gonna disjoint his
was
arm in
informed
different
it was
ways
the one
and then
that
puts
you
it back to normal.
guys had last week.
Mechanical
Mhm.
Little
limb.
like. I think I thought they
Yes,
were
but that's
mushroom.
not what I meant.
Yes.
Hey, Shiro, can you throw Eden with the leg hooking bit? I think Eden needs an
Sure.
actual
Oh, you want me-
practical I mean,
Here.
Oh, okay.
if you want to do it,
You want someone
alibi.
to hurt him, right?
More to demonstrate how
I believe
center
if
of
you throw me,
gravity
I will be
effect
in a wall.
works.
How high?
It's just knocking him to the ground. I'm not throwing him up in the air.
You should throw.
Take down
You know
and
what?
such like
And
that.
Take
then
my leave. I'm being requested to do something by
You
Ellis.
realize she'll pick you
Alright,
up
go
with
for it.
very relatively ease.
I have a sudden bad feeling
Three.
about this situation.
2, 1.
How high does he
She'll
go?
throw you up. She didn't use a lot of power, so about a good 10 feet, and then just slam down.
I mostly meant pulling their legs out from under them, but that works too.
You should throw.
Mhm. Yeah, I should have been a bit more specific there. But to put it simply,
Throw are two different
Mhm.
things.
put it simply, Eden, everyone has a center of gravity, usually around the exact center hips of their body. Even if you can disjoint
but-
your limbs, you can still be knocked off balance there, with such as pulling your leg out from under you and shoving you forward. Because then you'd end up tipping and, well, falling.
My sense of gravity is somewhere else.
You guys balance with their tails, you have
There
a
is
bit of a
one
cheat.
thing There is one thing I probably could have done to make that fight end in my favor. But last time
Mhm.
I did it, it hurt someone badly, so I decided against it.
Your first mistake is the concern on hurting somebody badly. This is sparring, this is training. While Ellis does not agree with how I train you all, my thought process has always been I'd rather you be hurt here and learn from it than be hurt on a mission and possibly die from it.
I mean,
A fair
you
point.
should hear how I used to train some of my kids.
I'm sure it
The
was
main
at
reason is
fairly difficult for them. Considering how smart
main
you
issue
are and tough.
Very much
comes
so.
with the main
Oh,
issue
no,
is my
my actual kids, yes, they actually had combat sparring with me, but some people who went
Something's
on
wrong with this
training,
thing!
I just threw
Ugh,
into a different
it
realm
keeps
and let them
jamming!
allow it for a little
What
while.
the hell was that? Oh! Shara! Wait, what?
the main
Holy
issue
shit,
with
you're
me
alive!
I technically shouldn't be harming any members of the guild because of my programming. Difficult enough to go all out against them in a fight.
Welcome, Shara. Holy crap, thank you for the
Even
prime.
more so to use a technique I know will harm them if it hits correctly.
That's the
Which,
thing.
to be fair, anyone in this guild.
Again, I'd rather you learn how to use it here. Are you able to regulate how much damage it can do? Is that a possibility? Oh, is that why you
No,
haven't been around? Your
It
PC's
is
dead?
Using the
Oh, that
weight of
sucks,
my body
man.
along with the fact I have capability to boost myself with wind magic to kinetically launch myself into the opponent, dodging last moment to change directory so they can't really avoid it.
Hmm.
And against an opponent who isn't
Do it to me right now.
equal means it normally.
Do it to me right now. Go on.
Eden begins to pretty much burst himself around the arena with wind magic before launching himself straight towards Greywarden.
That's the thing. Moving. You're scared of hitting somebody. You're scared of hurting somebody with a
As-
hit.
As he moves, Eden pretty much disjoints his arms to do a full boost into his stomach at close range. And that's what happens if they avoid it. It's less damaging, but still hurts like hell if it's hit. which is very
And there you
difficult at
go.
close range.
There's your weaker version of it. If you're that concerned of hitting somebody like a
cool.
kinetic missile, miss on purpose, this is something you can work on. And essentially just clothesline them instead, or throw a punch.
Something's
It's a-
wrong with this thing. Ugh,
Oh,
it keeps jamming.
God, Shara, no, what have you done? But there you go. It's a lot simpler. God damn it, Shara.
Something's wrong with this thing. Ugh, it keeps jamming.
I do wish to know what's going on up there.
Yeah, we can.
Or do you wish to say some more beforehand?
No, we can go.
Something's wrong with this thing.
Shara,
Ugh,
you mother...
it keeps jamming.
You little shit. Why would you do this? I have to listen to that 10 times now. Ah.
Something's
Hello.
wrong with this thing. Ugh, it keeps jamming.
How do I turn that down?
Alice.
Up, 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 up. Oh,
Something's wrong with this thing. Ugh, it keeps jamming.
Was it?
Well, you can't.
How do I silence this? Oh my god.
That reminds me.
I know I did.
Something's wrong with this thing. Ugh, it keeps jamming.
Font size,
So
font
who's our
weight,
friend
You
here?
can do it.
media, volume. There we go. Done.
Yeah,
Turn it down to
well,
18. Holy crap.
That was unconscious last week.
Curse you,
You
curse
can poke my
you.
nose if you
I didn't know
want.
they were.
years. Thank you for the subs, Shara. But yeah, it's a matter of applying your abilities in different ways. You'll figure it out, Eden.
Understood.
My ears.
Like you're gonna knock her over. Oh, yep.
Oh, no! Oh, oh. She'll help you. Oh, oh, come on.
Timing on that was impressive.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, go do it. Go do it, Shara.
I'll fall over now.
You missed the
Oh,
massive
no.
sub gifting to Misty a bit ago,
Mhm.
where we broke her, but
So
do
is
it.
she gonna be a full-time
Get
member of
her.
the guild then?
That would be up to her, how she wants it.
Oh shit, hello Alice. I just realized you were here.
Hi.
I'm sorry, I'm not
Did I not just
observant.
say?
You did say it, but I didn't actually realize Alice was here.
Okay. You know that's really bad
Lisa,
considering it's
Please, I'm
literally
trying to
black
think
on
my
white.
daughter's friends were blind.
Yes, I'm aware Alice is right there, and I just did not notice.
I mean, for him, it's an extension of me.
Anyways, Glenn, I had to go. I had to go to the armory, my armory anyways.
Mm-hmm. You think
Hey.
so?
It's okay.
I'm
And
so
don't
happy I have to go
create
there.
too much chaos.
See ya, Alibi.
By the way, Xyz.
Hmm.
Glenn, I can't promise that because it's the armory.
If you don't cause chaos, Alibi, I'm disappointed.
Hello there.
I was saying you were here in case anyone hadn't noticed.
God.
I'm Blake. What's your name?
Oh my god, they're wearing a space helmet.
I guess they don't have one, or do they not?
Just got 10.
I believe.
What
Every
the
day right
hell,
now.
man?
Oh my goodness.
Well now.
Shall we get them
Kid.
inside?
Can they see
Or
through
they
that
fall
thing?
and go down there?
We can see through it.
It's like Lynn has adopted a daughter. Oh god.
Okay. Let's head inside.
Yeah.
This way.
Let's go get the seat, Exy.
I believe that's the guild master.
Oh my god, she's adorable.
No. Sarah. Oh, wait. Was Sarah at the guild? Or am I just...
No.
Oh, there's
right.
Sarah. Hello, boss. Hello, Sarah.
Sarah.
Boss's whisper.
Hi.
You found the guild map.
I need this hug more than you know.
I see.
Was it the paperwork?
I wish.
It usually is.
Mm.
Is someone's causing problems and trying to fuck around and find out?
Long story short, I had a fake nobility party to attend.
Okay, that is a perfectly reasonable reason to be upset.
Let's head inside.
Ellis isn't here to stop me from being the crap out of you perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Screw you, Ellis. You got this.
Like is telling me the same. It's like a mother and daughter. You see it too, don't
No, you thought that as well.
Okay, it wasn't just me and her.
It was not. The
Sorry about that.
you ran all the way back here.
Yep, because I'm not getting called out separately.
Coward.
What happened?
No, I don't want to deal with more fake bullshittery today.
It'll be fine as long as you just say no.
I don't think so. Sometimes it feels like I don't even have the choice.
No, with Faye you always have a choice to say no. But if you owe them a favor, then you don't have the choice, so... Pick and choose who you owe favors to very carefully. Da 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 ba da 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 da.
Blind person coming through the doors.
Hello.
Okay, so I want you to.
Hell yeah, okay.
Come over on this side.
Did you grab the seat? Okay. When she's done with the mushroom girl.
Come here. You're fine.
Seems she doesn't want to leave my side.
It's okay. Come over. I'm a really good friend to Len. Just need you to do something for me, and then you can return, okay?
What is it that you need us to do?
I need to at least have her sign her paperwork. Unless if you want to sign it for her.
Excited, unsure.
Well, first of all, does she want? Do you want to be a part of the guild? Do you want to go on adventures?
Alright. Well, it'll be fine. We're excited to have you back when you do get the
Now
chance,
do
man.
what you want.
You have a nice day. Enjoy the VODs. And I'm sure you'll be back here eventually. Even if you're desktoping, you'll be fine. You are missed. And you are always welcome. Do you want to give any words to the troublemakers? before you go?
But I mean, the only reason something like this is up to them to make a choice. If they want
Anyone
or
want the
not.
apple?
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Zhangs got their drugs, they got training, they are finally healthy now.
I'm already well aware of the sheep. It's just
Do you want to go on adventures?
something familiar at this point.
Yeah, they got their drugs, which, they got
See
incomplete drugs,
too
which is why they're
much
like this.
beyond what's
They took essentially half a body pill instead of the full thing.
Not. Shake your head up and down if you can understand.
Finding comfort in certain sensations was quite a strange concept when I started feeling it.
Don't think they understand.
We're experienced, buddy. There is no experienced keymasters here. The only experienced one was you. Yeah, the only experienced one here was actually you. This dumbass is just learning alongside them.
It seemed to be a thing with. It seemed to be a.
You know you can put your
Interesting
gear away, right?
Yeah.
Oh, something about an old man. Yeah, they got adopted by Ellis. The Zhangs were adopted by Ellis.
I have a feeling something's going to happen, though. I don't know. It's just been one of those days.
Mushroom to be precise.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna smack you randomly. Put the tools away.
The guild seems to have an abundance of many things, but the odd ones, in my opinion, are construct.
And
Those that have the ability to speak and need to be taught. Or right.
It is quite strange. To my knowledge, I am the only one in existence in my world.
Mm-hmm.
At
I
least
mean,
the
it's a
only
very
one that has
effective
sense.
weapon. It's a very effective weapon. It's not something they want to get rid of because, you know, it's very
There's
useful.
other Eden units around.
But they do have a way to shape their key into constructs
nothing
as
we
well
don't
with
try
a
to tell
little
you.
thing Exy made for them.
There are other robots that my father has made. So
Protective
none
mother.
of them are sentient other than me.
Mm-hmm. Realize Lynn's gonna kill you if she catches wind of that, yeah.
You wish to create it,
maybe she'll hopefully
and
understand.
sentient is
I feel like I'm already on the list. This is why I don't want to put my stuff away.
You're gonna get another, like,
Mm,
punishment in addition to the one you already have.
fine, Sarah.
I mean, we basically found out it's effectively a practitioner's tool, just, you know, not
Well, it always takes
fully
time to
that,
fix
so.
Sarah, Sarah.
Simpler,
Mm-hmm.
simpler patterns, more than likely.
You know what this reminds me of?
Most likely has a lot of money, but yeah, I have no clue the reasonings for keeping it fully.
Threshold of
She's like the
self-awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Maddie.
But there is an awareness there.
Hmm.
And not a defined
The cute
purpose.
talking or cute dumb cat.
Hopefully within the next few weeks I have a new
They have a lot of key, yeah, but their control is getting better. They have their soul ring. They got their
Yeah,
first
family
soul
keeping
ring
an eye
now,
on you.
key factory to
which
design and
is
create
neat.
custom units
You're gonna be just fine.
that I can
Why are
sit
you
into
looking at me?
that have
And they're
a
still,
more-
idiots about
Look at you.
how they do things.
Apologies.
I know you're terrible with
Let
names.
us hope that goes well.
I hope so too.
I'll admit, I am.
So is this one joining us? Mm-hmm.
It's
Not-
kind of too soon, I would say.
Then, better question. Is
After
this
all-
one gonna be hanging around here and there?
More than likely. The reason
Mm-hmm.
why I say it
Oh,
would
we are
probably be too
aware.
soon is, first of all, it is better to make sure that they have a understanding.
That makes sense, yeah. It wasn't an impure, incomplete pill. It was like made to
But
the exact
also make
specifications of
sure
everything,
they can communicate with
just
everyone.
without a pill furnace. Give him a pen and paper, or some way to draw in the air. I could give him a small book with infinite pages. Those aren't hard to make. Though the writing would take probably a lot of time.
Even if it's, for example, writing, pictures and everything, that takes time to learn.
True, yeah. It's a basic education first.
Blinking.
Mm-hmm.
Lance, thank you.
Well, I'm sure you'll be able to teach your ward a lot of things. As I'm assuming you are now just taking protective action for them.
Someone has to look out for them.
Well, I can't imagine anyone better than you. Smart, nature aligned, and honestly goddamn terrifying, so yeah.
Am I really that terrifying?
Yeah, Lowell does say... Okay, so not a lot has actually been done weirdly. So, cultivation-wise, they absorbed a shard of an ice elemental to get their first soul ring. But the only problem with that was they just did it and didn't actively tell anyone they were doing it. Well, I didn't get murdered, so cool. No, the mushroom isn't joining us. They need basic education
From what I was
first.
hearing.
And then the pill they made
I thought it
was
the name of something about
made
the email.
correctly. Well, Lynn and Sarah are gonna figure out a name for him. The pill was made correctly. Exact instructions, exact ingredients, measurements, and everything. Only problem was,
To be fair,
they did
my
not
name's
take a
looking
pill
just the name of
furnace.
the Japanese mushroom.
Is it not? Oh wait, no, I'm thinking Shiro. I'm sorry. I forgot. No, yeah, that makes sense.
Shiro's white.
Yeah, Shiro's white, but my brain's like, clearly, your name also means black. No, that's Kuro. I'm fucking stupid. Monochrome.
No, I'm Blake.
Yeah, you're Blake.
I will respect your wishes.
But yeah, the only issue
it's kind of the
is they
same
tend
person,
not
but it'd
to.
probably be Inuki.
They think things through, but like,
It's only not because I'm hungry or anything.
go get
Just
some.
don't worry, I'll get food later. I'll get it
You'll
later.
get
There's a nice place I'm gonna go to.
Grab a snack
It's
there.
fine.
I know how much you can eat. You're
I
fine.
did. I just ate an apple. I just ate an apple. I'm good.
All right, fine.
It's fine. I
fine.
even got like pocket rations just in case.
Good.
It's okay.
But
I have more food in the kitchen here, so I'll get some.
they're gonna eat somewhere else apparently.
Here is probably the best idea.
There's a place I'm gonna head to afterwards.
But yeah, if anything, they just don't think
You pay
through
a certain
their
price,
bits.
you go in. As much steak and as much beer as you
Speaking
want.
of,
It's great.
here's that incomplete book. I know it
Oh,
looks
fun.
absolutely trashed, but it should be helpful.
Looks familiar.
It's on practitioner's tools specifically, or the parts that aren't damaged.
There you are. Huh.
I think I'll do some
Wow,
research on
interesting.
talismans as well, or do some research into your soul rings.
Let her have a few of those.
Speaking of, anything you guys want me to get for you?
Can I have yin and yang stuff?
Careful now.
Any special requests while I'm out and about? Mm-hmm. And since the body pill doesn't hang on, where is it? From what we read, the body pill itself, or the body tempering liquid, does not require key immediately. But the thing is, place ingredients into a pill furnace from the...
Was getting some books
Yeah.
on
About Weiss for
True.
since he's the
reversal
color white.
magic, specifically.
Books on what magic?
Shadow traversal.
Shadow traversal. Alright, I could do that. You want me to pick some books up on fire magic as well? I mean, if you want, you can just have Lowell, quote-unquote, show up, like, on a non-session day, be like, I'm checking in on everyone, I'm just really busy with things back home.
If you wish for
Or just send a
basic
message.
check for magic
Mhm.
materials and the like. I believe I have
Mhm.
the location if you wish to go through the danger of it.
Down here.
And not much is dangerous for me.
You like the name Weiss?
Yeah, I can check that place out. So,
Factory is the
magic
like
books for
the factory where I
Tina.
live.
A factory for you. Got it.
I was saying if you wish to try and find magic materials,
Mhm,
I
cool.
found the factory's relay unit, allowing you to switch between the factory's two other main labs.
Never going back. Never going back.
Oh, you sound upset or traumatized. XC, well, I'm out running trying to find things for these two. You want me to get you anything? Anything you want to learn or study about? What you can do is essentially be like, hey, Blake, Shiro, I've heard some interesting things. Yeah, I might. I can't get into that fortress, but I can't pop back to check in. But yeah, you can just ask questions on how things are. Some nether what?
An ender pearl.
Oh, an ender pearl. It won't be too hard finding one in the overworld. Well, finding one in a warped forest.
Let's bring her over to them.
That's an oddity.
Anything else, you five, or is that it?
I'm just thinking.
Actually, no, you two.
For some reason on ender pearls.
You two. I said I was getting you talisman research, but is there anything specific you want while I'm out? Or
I'll
when-
softly put you down the middle.
This is Greywarden. This
I mean,
is
there's stuff on
Dominic.
yin and yang in here that catches my attention for the tools.
You want to learn stuff for that?
Oh, there. Yeah, that's my interest.
Okay, I can look for that stuff too. Yeah, Paige made that model.
Hi.
Okay, technically I did the blender work and such for it, but Paige actually like, oh yeah, this is Dom. This is Dom, and Trixie is here too, as well as Rosie. Trixie is quote unquote Dorada, because you know, names are
You want a
important.
candy bar?
That's why he's named Greywarden.
I'm right here.
Hello. And I can get you some stuff on yin. Do you want books on the yin yang element specifically, or
Candy bar?
do you want books on yin yang practitioners' tools? Hey, pay me, I'll do it. I'm not Page
Imagine the
quality,
practitioner
but
candy bar. You want some?
I could do it pretty well.
Practitioner's tools would be great.
Okay, books on yin yang practitioners' tools and some books on the talismans for you. Speaking of, have you been practicing your calligraphy?
Oh god, yes.
You are
My hand
taking
hurt earlier.
You are taking breaks with it, right? Because carpal tunnel's a bitch and a half.
Yes, I do work at long intervals, but
Dude,
I don't do it every
sleeping
day.
at work? That
That's my
doesn't
break.
sound fun. At least tell me you got like yourself a little comfy area
Give,
for it.
give the wrist plenty of time to relax. It'll be fine.
Alright.
Definitely like your child.
Another question. Tina, how's your breaking and entering practice going? Well, yeah, man, just send me the stuff and we can work on it. If you want blender work, that's like $75 flat out.
I haven't focused on it yet.
The fact that you're
Alright.
calling it breaking and entering practice.
It
I don't know
pretty
why,
much.
something about that just is amusing.
It pretty much. What Tina here's mostly learning is the
It's
or
lockpicking.
relearning is B&E. Well, lockpicking, yes, but main lockpicking practice is something you've had on the back burner, I'm assuming. You're practicing it, but not extremely, yeah? And same with their infiltration and such.
Yep.
Alright, good to know.
I thought of something else I could help them.
But yeah. For me, I just charge $75 for blender work,
I've been focusing on putting stuff in shadows.
$75 for blender work. Or actually, you know what? No. I'm not even gonna do a price. I need to speak with Sammy, because Sammy's the one who negotiates prices for me.
Doing alright?
I can't get you, like, page level stuff, which is the Lin model, the Blake and Shiro one, but I can get you a working one that's
should
fairly
mention-
decent. Yeah? Actually, I should also ask you if you have anything specific you want to work on as well.
She's going to be going through a big change soon.
You don't have anything? Well, if you can think of something.
I can think of maybe the control of my abilities and my moves in general for fighting.
Well, that's something you can practice anywhere.
You did suggest.
Yeah. If you're that worried about doing too much damage to somebody, figure out a way to lessen the damage. And if you hit a roadblock on what you're practicing, branch off into something else and practice that instead of just sitting there.
Understood.
Oh yeah. Easily I can get it. Just need to speak with Sammy about what you exactly want in the pricing.
Omega sports almost remind me of
I will
stars.
notice ahead of time to prepare for the relay unit. Get there.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some time to properly prepare for that. When I go, I'm unsure, but in addition to that, since that's basically a whole sending me out to go wreck some shit, is there anything else you want? Maybe some magic control books, tools to help you practice magic control, and such like that.
Is that what you said?
I wish to do it on my own. I have
Alright.
research in the database and other places, but I
Alright,
prefer to
then.
learn on my own.
Oh my
You
god,
got it.
Glenn, you're like a mom.
Careful. You realize if she falls and this breaks, you realize what happens.
True.
I mean, hey, like, I just found out that based off, like, the actual lore for... The actual, like, lore of how practitioner tools are made, it's essentially how the Witherbane or Withersoul, his swords were made. Because before they were them proper, they were breaking constantly. Mending had to constantly be used. So he reforges them both, putting Wither energy into them with two very specific functions. With Wither Soul being the anti-undead weapon and the purification of Wither energy. So it's an outlet to so it's basically a way to burn away the Wither energy if he's overloading it on him. And Witherbane just consumes it, basically becoming stronger the more he pumps into it, which is amazing and fun.
You say you're bad with things.
But yeah, like, oh god, it's the stuff I'm learning. I hate how close I am to with most of this stuff, but yeah.
We might be able to achieve something similar.
You want to be called?
Though I would also be at risk of, well,
I ain't gonna lie, it's very entertaining to watch.
Being able to control the precise temperature of your
It's
fire.
entertaining to watch.
True.
hmm,
Temperature
not
control
sure
will be
about
very
temperature,
useful.
but
Really now?
Actually, if you can, controlling the temperature or controlling the exact size and how much you're putting out. Because you weren't able, if you can't get through a lock, you can easily burn through it instead. Essentially a living blowtorch there.
Really now?
Mm-hmm.
might be able to burn
Yeah,
through, but
normal stuff would
would
break
work.
way too much of them.
Yet to find any
Normal
method
stuff wouldn't work,
to-
but more specialized equipment will. Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of spare waste of it, including a few
Actually,
metal doors.
How is your shadow practice going, Tina?
Do you appreciate it?
Your shadow
Going pretty
practice.
well.
I don't mean just shadow striding, but I mean practice in general with it. Ah.
Hmm. It's going pretty well.
Also, I will soon get
Alright.
to fixing the seed if needs
This
be.
barely requires any effort anymore.
Alright.
Yeah, she's
Well,
just
that's
nervous,
alright.
that's all.
Push the size till it starts requiring some effort, and then start getting used to that.
Hmm.
It'll be okay.
You've you've gone past the first limit and made a new one. Time to reach the next limit and eventually get used to it so you can push past. Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad I don't have a stomach right now.
That's about as big as it's gonna get for now in, well,
Why is
in the
that?
brightly lit area here.
It'd probably be churning and
Well, you'll be able to practice it.
something might be coming out.
Yeah, that's
Definitely get the practice in
I'm
both
familiar with
brightly lit
that.
areas and shadowed areas. See how far you can push it in a shadowed area, and then work on pushing it in a brighter area as
I don't know
well.
if your plant body would be able to vomit.
I have been.
That's good.
Maybe nectar.
Okay, you three.
Nectar.
Okay, you two, you're not
sap.
really helping.
Probably pollen. What?
But, yeah.
Nectar and
Hey, Lowell
pollen
can show up and,
are
hey,
reproductive
Greywarden may be able to help him
thing,
too,
and
but,
Sap would be the most common internal
So-
fluid.
Tina?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know
Pollen and
plants.
nectar, they'd probably be other things.
Or
Okay.
do you want us to keep
Alice?
thinking?
I know you can't breathe, but I need you to bear with me on this one, okay?
Buddy Noki.
Uh-huh.
That's a cute name.
Close your eyes.
I can't.
Just bear with me
Yes.
here. If mimic closing them if you can.
Even if this lid closes,
I know.
the sense is still
Let's
on.
play.
I know. Bear with me.
Alex?
Yes.
Excellent.
Inhale,
Oh.
count to 4.
Greywarden and Tina.
That's so cute.
Exhale, count to 4.
Uh,
I know, you can't
but
actually do
I
those, but
really, I
trust
don't
me.
have lungs.
I know.
I don't even get the sensation.
I think you should stop.
These are just sounds.
It's not the sensation you're looking for, but more that control. And seeing as you can't breathe, it's the counting you'd be controlling. Up to 4,
That's
down
what
to
I was
1.
doing
Yeah,
with
that's
the
like- I will repeat it shortly.
Hey, I'm trying to help here, okay? I'm bad at it.
You want me to keep an eye on her?
Yes, please. I just need to go and check on something. You'll be good, man.
Yeah, man.
It's okay.
When you're able to come back, we'll be happy to see you again.
Oh,
And I can guarantee that Blake and Cheryl will be excited to nerd out about cultivation stuff with somebody who actually understands it.
This reminds
she'll
me.
be back soon. I'm just keeping an eye on you for now.
I'll be gone for just one moment, Alice.
Okay.
She's magic.
Key cyclization. I'm assuming you mean the flowing of the key around your body in a sort of cycle. That's what I'm assuming.
Nice to meet you.
Careful with the,
Between the two people, I'm unsure.
My hand.
As
Grab
far as
it
we're aware,
like this.
not dual cultivation.
Nice to meet
The
you.
dog keeps telling me where things are.
Hmm. You're nervous, right?
Aw,
Yes.
you're adorable.
Okay, question. Alice?
I think people have said that about 5 times now.
Well, Alice, I have a question. I'm actually looking to start a bit of a garden, but I don't actually know where to start, so where would a beginner like myself start when it comes to making a garden?
Well, are you going
Go wander
to
off,
be
you're fine.
planting it in pre-existing ground,
Oh,
in
yeah.
pots? Is there any
Um,
specific
I'm watching
place
this
you
little
have
one.
in
What's up?
mind?
Pre-existing ground. I've got a nice field I usually train in,
Okay.
so I figured having it around the having some plants around the edges to like see and look at after when I'm resting and such.
How well trodden is the ground?
Hmm.
Is it loose soil or is it?
She was looking for you, I
Compacted.
think.
You know,
Definitely loose, considering the stuff I usually do
here's
in the
your
field.
emergency respirator.
It
I
has
assume she's just been attached to
plenty
the
of it's been moved around plenty.
Friend knows.
I
Um,
have made one for each guild member.
acupuncture?
If there are any
Not- he
local
knows of it,
plants,
but
it's
he doesn't know
always
it
easiest to
explicitly.
Either take seeds or cuttings from them and
And now I have
plant
time to take
them
care of
because
them.
they're most likely to
And since
succeed.
you're unfamiliar with
Uh,
technology, it is a device that
If
you
you
wear
want
on your
something more
face in order
specific,
to
you'll probably need to
help you
treat the
breathe
ground, maybe
when
loosen it up
in
further,
the presence of
mix in
toxins.
some other sediments.
I'm assuming key cyclization's like dialysis. Okay, well,
It very much depends on what you want to plant.
That thing's, tossable.
what is a
Uh,
good general
if
plant
it's somewhere
to
where you
start
train, you
with?
probably want
Just make it a
something
little
hardier.
harder.
Maybe some bushes that have nice flowers, but
Do a little bit.
they generally bloom once a year.
No, she doesn't like.
You know,
Do you
considering
know
how
what
it's
sort of local
spring.
plants there are?
It's mostly just trees and bushes. I don't see many flowers.
So you want specifically flowers?
Well, I know there's no flowers. I would like a bush of
it's okay,
sorts with flowers.
Understood.
You know, the smell of the woods is nice, but
Holly
you know,
bushes might work.
what's a poly bush?
Their berries are holly. They're quite spiky. Their leaves are somewhat waxy, and they quite often have red berries on them. They're quite nice to look at, but
Oh, these berries. What are they? What are they like?
They're. You're not really meant to eat them. Well, humans aren't.
Oh yeah, he doesn't know
the-
anything. Actually,
But
yeah.
birds and some animals can. The
Well, you have to bear in mind that I was down
the
to
bushes aren't
say,
particularly
Mhm.
great if it's somewhere you're meant to be relaxing in, because they're very spiky, and if you fall into one or brush up against one, your clothing can get caught, and that can be an issue. But if you're training in there, it's at the very least.
I mean,
might
this is a
keep some,
good large field, at least
animals out.
80 feet,
Mm.
like in each direction. So it's very large.
Okay.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around the differences between the two. Like I know there's Fae and
It's
spirits.
a large
and
field.
There's some overlap. But
Does it have any walls around it?
Nope, it's just wide open field. You've got trees around the place, yeah, but those are
one
out in the
thing I can certainly
distance.
say,
Mm.
I tend to
Some
actually
sort of
run along the trees and
bush would
jump between
definitely
them.
I
work.
have the small little issue with
Depending on the type of ground,
Mhm.
different bushes would probably be best. Maybe look around the local area a bit more, see if there's any bushes you like the look of, and start to
Yeah, Lowell and
find
Greywarden
more
talking
seeds
would be
for that,
amazing.
or cutting.
See,
from
basically,
them. Do you know how
finally
to do
someone who
cuttings?
understands.
it depends.
I'm not the best at it. I've
Mm.
tried having a
Give
garden a
example.
long time ago, but
I belong to
well,
nature.
it didn't last very long because
And
I
the
didn't know what I was
only
doing back then.
neutral
But
towards me.
these cuttings, how
Um,
exactly do they work?
I'm not immune
How do
to
I do it
those
without
things,
hindering the
nor
plant?
Basically,
specifically harm me.
you don't want to take too much from one bush, otherwise you risk hurting it.
No, other
You
people's
want to
harm
take a
instead.
diagonal cut along one of the newer branches. Something that's clearly still growing or still has some buds at the end that look like they're going to flower or turn into new branches. If it doesn't have that on the end, it might be one that's finished growing and it's not going to grow much more. But you take a diagonal cut from that,
I just not gonna
and then
like again.
you want to wrap it in some soft cloth, put it in a pot with water, and allow it to start to develop that into some roots or something.
Mm-hmm.
Once that little hardened buds start to
Oh,
come in,
most
then you
likely,
can
yeah.
transfer it into the ground.
It's up to you.
If you just put it straight into the ground, it won't really
It won't
take
grow.
as well.
So you want to
Mm.
give it time to like
Generally-
grow out. Okay.
You can also put on
Well,
some
obviously,
nutrients
between
right onto the tip
There is basically
where you cut it, just to
realms that
encourage
you
it to
do
grow right there.
primarily.
The,
Example,
I'm not
Fey
sure how
belongs to
often
Feywilds.
herbal pastes are used anymore, but I think
Market
there's
specific
fertilizer
for-
or specific things for cuttings that they sell now. So you could use one of those.
Did we just find her here?
Mm.
I recommend maybe. Alice said that there was the internet thing. You could look up on there specifically how best to take a cutting of the bush that you're looking at.
I could, but I'd rather ask the expert
Mm.
in plants here.
For all we know,
I'm not
Mhm.
exactly an expert, and I'm
Well, this is
a
Alice,
little out
the
of
soul
date, though I
inside the
have
doll.
brushed up
Your
that
friend
recently.
Rosie was a botanist, aren't they?
Yeah, but unfortunately, Rosie is wherever the hell she is. Either back home or bothering Dorada.
Hmm.
Or, you know, running her restaurant.
But
But yeah, dude, when you get back, we will gladly just be excited. Cause
Another
hey,
way
you've
you
been on
can
so
do it,
long.
other
Welcome
than
back, man.
cuttings, is try and find saplings. Basically, look around mature bushes
I don't think she understands a word of what I'm saying.
that are in open areas. Look for small little sprouts in the ground. They're the babies, the ones that have just come off. Quite often there's a lot of them, but only a few will actually survive because it's quite competitive trying to get the sunlight. So,
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention how she's
generally you don't want to take a lot from a specific area, you want to pick them sporadically because you're essentially allowing the ones that are already there to grow without as much competition, and the ones that you do take, they're already healthy and ready to go. You don't want to disturb the dirt around their roots too much, so you want to
Pick and choose
dig
and spread it out,
large
essentially.
around them. You don't just pull it out, you want the dirt around
Yeah, I
their
said
roots
when you
to
come back,
remain
man, we'll be
intact.
happy
So
to
you pull up the whole,
welcome you back. It's like,
bulb of dirt around it and plant it into
Blake and
a
Shira have
same-size
mentioned
hole where you
Lowell a
want
few
it.
times. Like, he was
Then
going
you
to
just make
train
sure you
us,
pat
but
it in,
he had
add
to go and do
water,
something because he
not
was busy.
just to give it water, but also
Like,
the
he
water
had
will
something he had to go
loosen the
do.
dirt and kind of mix it.
So yeah, you coming
so
back
that
would
there's
be
actually
just
like a
wonderful.
even spread throughout rather than like an air pocket or something. That's probably your best bet. If you're in a wide open field, there's probably a lot of fields nearby and open areas where bushes are starting to spread. So if you get a lot of these saplings, you can put them in a row around the outside of your training area, and it could even just kind of
It's nice talking to you again, man.
mark out
Like,
the
I
area
missed
that you're
you as
training
well,
in,
as much as
give
everyone
you a
else
better
did.
idea of where you are in this large field.
That sounds good.
Perhaps
Yeah.
on the corners you might want to put some trees for more obvious landmarks.
You have to say
As a little
Perhaps
distance
a
thing.
different tree in each one, yeah.
you have them
Oh
Because
no,
then when you're
well.
training, you can see out
He
of the
wo-
corner of your eye exactly where
He
you are.
woke up out of his food coma.
There are other things I could...
compartment for water and such?
It's a training area, so you wouldn't exactly want lots of delicate flowers there, because
I
they
mean,
could
delicate
very easily
flowers
be,
could be added past this little tree. What's the word? What's the word I'm thinking of here? Limits.
hedgeline?
Hedgeline, yeah. Because
The,
if I,
yeah, the hedgerows.
Because if the trees are set up as like little, okay, here's a tree here, maybe some bushes behind them.
I want to see what her reaction to something
As like a little bit of like, here's a barrier limit. We could place like some nice flowers,
Yes,
maybe near those things to grow with the bushes.
If you have the hedging around your training area, and then you can have a separate actual garden to relax in, that's when you would want to start looking into things like compost and fertilized dirt, so that you can
Oh no, past trauma's coming back for Lowell.
more readily allow.
I'm gonna just
lots
say the
of different
word.
types of
I'll
plants
kill the.
to take
I'll
root
fight the.
there.
I'll
That's
fight the
when you
trauma.
can
Just
add
say the
all
word.
different types of flowers and maybe small trees, other things. You could get a trellis, grow some vines along that.
What kind of flowers would you recommend for a sort of relaxation garden?
She knows what to do with it.
Relaxation. Are you big into scents? Do you like the smell of some flowers?
Yeah,
Because
nice and
lavender
calming.
at least used to be a very popular one.
Nice and calming, yeah.
Lavender takes root quite quickly, they grow quite large, and they have a nice scent about them. If you go for lavender, you'd probably want colours that complement it. Lavender is, well, lavender, so you'd want softer colours, like baby blues, soft pinks.
Hey, there's a reason Greywarden is staff and not
soft
guild
yellow,
member.
things like that.
Because it's been years and
especially
where the
if you want
born
it to be
grow
calming,
over time.
you definitely want the softer colours. The brighter, more vivid ones, those people can enjoy them more, but it doesn't lend as well to a more relaxing atmosphere.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking for this is like a sort of wind down area. Like after training, I come sit amongst the flowers and just kind of just watch the sky.
Yes.
And this
Lavender would definitely be
is
nice
how
then.
you help calm
You could
people
even,
down. You
once they're in
distract
full
them with
bloom, you could
something
even take a little
they
sprig off
enjoy
the top.
talking about, something they're
If you roll it
knowledgeable
between your
in.
fingers,
They can
you get a very good
get distracted.
burst of smell.
Mmm.
Excuse me, actually,
Sounds nice.
you still have access to
Mm.
fabrication.
I know
and
that
fusion, correct?
a lot of people used to
Yes.
take sprigs of lavender and
Are
just
you able to create a small bounce
pin them
Outside.
to their outfits just to make themselves smell nicer.
Oh,
Mmm.
yes.
At least that was
It'd be
We have perfume now, but you
those that
know.
couldn't really afford perfume, which was most in the village.
I mean, hey, you know, nothing actually beats the
Apologies for your
actual flowers you get it from.
Mm.
Well,
I mean, it could be worse.
hey, Greywarden is anti-army, so
Apparently with most
it's just
perfumes,
screw
they
singular
take the
person.
scents
But
and
hey, always willing to
distill
help.
it
You
and
just gotta
make it
ask.
stronger, so
Sadly, she cannot follow me
technically it
everywhere.
can be better, but
But stronger can
it
overpower.
can make it.
If you have somebody spray lavender perfume right at you, you'd be smelling only lavender. And there's other smells that could complement it. What plants would you suggest that complement the lavender? Like a lavender plant.
Really,
What the hell?
almost anything. Lavender's very bushy.
Mm. Well,
It grows in like,
planning, man,
earthy
planning.
green and obviously the lavender
He
on the
does
tips.
actually,
You
as
really want that more towards the rear of
as
the garden
Blake and
than
Shiro discussed it,
have in front of it
but
all the
when they were
smaller
spraying it, he
things
even
like,
agreed a array is
tulips,
too much for them alone
poppies,
because preparation
sunflower-
needed,
No, sunflowers.
and some
they'd
arrays
be
just
too
need
large. You've got them
multiple
towards the back
practitioners
if
to
you
do,
have those.
and they have the key to probably power a
Daffodils,
good array for their like a good small
daisies,
array. The main issue is getting it made, and
if
that's
you put on, If you
preparation.
put up some trellis fencing, fences with cross lattice of wood, they're very good for growing vines up. You can get things like morning glory.
Can make like a
to grow up
little
those.
gazebo to just sit down, watch the field of flowers.
It would be quite barren at the start, but vines usually grow quite quickly, so as they grow up and over, it'll kind of blend it into the background and make it feel a lot more one with the garden.
It will start barren at first, but you know, it's gonna grow over time, and you know, it's worth it. The work you put into it, and that satisfying result of how it looks afterwards.
Where'd she go?
I think I'll show it to you one day after I get it started. That way you can tell me what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right.
I definitely like to help, yeah.
Mm-hmm. It'll be alright. I know with your help it'll definitely be nicer. Mm-hmm. One of the biggest things is, yeah, like you said, the key, location, people, materials. It's a lot of stuff that are difficult. Hey, Alice.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So you noticed what I was doing then?
Can you make like a small wooden ball?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's alright. It's my job. That,
I
and
needed a distraction.
if you're ever feeling like that again, think of something you can just lose yourself in. I thought plants because, well,
Usually
when
books, but
when Ellis spoke to you, he made it seem like you just loved plants, flowers in general, or just plants in general. So I thought, if that's the case, you could easily have her lose herself in it. Like I said, don't worry about it. My main job is to train and make everyone stronger here. My backup job is to help them. But personally, helping is my main priority, and I have a hard time not helping people.
that's good to hear.
Trust me, it's taken me a long time to get to this point.
You want it?
But you're here now, and I guess this place is a lot more like the adventure stories that I read than a lot of people just wanting to help others.
Mm-hmm. If anything, this place is more like that. And hey, who knows? Maybe one day you'll be able to make another garden. A massive, amazing one. Mm-hmm.
Well,
The
with
talent
what they
means
said,
nothing.
I
Training
might
and
be
practice,
able to learn
man.
Magic and
Well, if that's the case, have I got
plants
something
and-
for you? There's something from my homeland. It's more of a rumor that I tried dabbling in. It's a special type of plant magic that was called Botania. Using magical flowers to, you know, create magic. Unsure myself of how it works is I found a few of these plants. It's a pain in the ass. I never got very far with it. But, and mostly due to my nature as an undead wither, it is literally not my nature. It is the exact opposite, as this Botania is life magic.
Look at her.
I mean, hey, you guys, you and the Zhangs can work on the...
Fellas to
You and the Zhangs can work on that when
see
you
what
come
he
back.
has in terms of
I will say,
that sort of magic.
this is something Ellis wouldn't have, as this is something from my home. But it is very likely he would have some sort of plant magic. I'm unsure.
I know people have mentioned druids being real, so
I mean,
that might be
Lynn's a
something I
druid.
could do.
But yeah, when you come back, Blake and Shiro can just work on making a garden. Hell, Greywarden can help pitch in. And hey, who knows, if you get back, maybe there's a garden already being made, man. If anything, I just think Lowell might be proud of how far they came in just the key arts in general. Oh, I hope I helped. No, I know I helped. And think of it this way, too. You could, if you'd like, with maybe Sarah's permission, put a garden here somewhere, too. Not just for you to enjoy, but for the people of the Fae to enjoy. And they really do enjoy their plants. And they'd most likely have a high respect or opinion of you because you take care of the plants so well. Because you genuinely care for them.
Hopefully. And thank you too, Exy. You did help.
I'm glad that I did.
Don't worry.
So,
Their foundation is getting...
maybe not in
The
the way
foundation
you-
is... The foundation is set up. It's there.
Oh.
It's not the strongest, but they're working on it. They have one soul ring, which nearly wiped them.
Ellis used to
But hey, they're getting
do
there.
that
It's
a
great.
lot.
At your hip.
I mean, this is gonna be a bit mean, but it's just kind of natural for taller people to pat short people's heads.
Can they not eat solid food or something?
I'm aware
I mean,
he
there's
was
the mean joke of if you guys are an
quite
armrest. There's the mean joke of if you guys are just armrests. There's a nice joke of it's calming for us.
They mostly feed on
He was very large and soft, and
Oh,
I
that would make sense.
just sit.
Ah, I get it. He
In
was a
front
big
of
old
him.
he was a big old teddy bear, wasn't he?
Sort of.
Dead.
Prickly outside, but once you got
I
him
don't
talking
think
about something
we
he enjoyed, he just started gushing about it. To the point where
No,
you just oh.
You hungry?
He couldn't really talk as much back then. Or at least when he used to do that.
But yeah, I
I
think
was
Lowell
still
will be proud of how
young.
far they did. Yeah,
You hungry?
I kind of grew up
Some meat?
yeah.
with him and taught him a lot.
Yeah, I think Lowell will be proud of the Zhangs and what they're doing.
He helped me just
It'll be fun.
get away from home
Mm.
and everything.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, think of it this way. He helped you, yeah? Well, Ellis is still... Well, Ellis is now himself at the moment. He's overly concerned, to say the least. I can understand why he thinks and acts the way he does, but simply put, I believe he's not exactly comfortable with things he cares for being hurt or possibly lost. Which he cares for a lot.
I think
This is an accurate
he's
observation.
avoiding me because of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm-
Look, Scott, your mom. She'll be back in a moment.
Lynn is gonna
I'm
kill
afraid he
you.
could take losing me again.
So then
I
you
just
do
tried upsetting
this.
in front of her and I'm fine.
Prove to him he won't lose you. And help him, too.
I
Okay?
I want to get strong enough to stand up on my own, to not need others to protect me, so you can feel that he doesn't need to worry about me anymore.
Your hands together.
Yeah, Dom was kind of prickly, but hey, he's better now. Well, and how about this? When you get your body back, if you'd like, free of charge, free of anything, you don't even need to be a part of the guild.
I don't think
I can help
want my
you
whole
with-
body back. It's probably very,
It's gonna probably be a slow
bare
growth.
bones.
It's most likely gonna be a slow growth into a body, but if you want, you don't have to be a member of the guild, you don't have to pay me. I'm willing to help go over some basic hand-to-hand
pay?
self-defense.
It's a sad thing I can't help sometimes.
Hell, I can even rope in Blake and
Okay.
Shiro into helping you too.
After all,
Cause, or most likely Blake.
because it took me up.
Don't worry about it.
I'm sure they would be willing.
So,
And
dude, you can come back and they will just nerd out about it to you. The best I can tell you, hang on.
Especially during this time of year.
Well, I'm actually just leveraging Blake's unfortunate, or I guess I say unfortunate, but very common need to help people.
Well, she has those on.
Yeah, the cultivation method is called
Especially back then.
Yin Yang Self, and that's all I'm telling you there. You can talk to them and they will just gush about it in character. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're tough.
Mm.
Because the only thing you're relying on others for right now is getting you your body.
You're really sciencey. Is there any way to make
And-
like,
And
some
housing me.
decomposing food or something?
And housing
And
you,
I
sure,
think Doll's
but
been quite,
She can only eat decaying matter.
hospitable,
Because she's a mushroom.
considering I'm using her body at the moment.
don't worry, you'll be on
She
your...
hasn't really
You'll have your
asked for
own.
it back at all.
Well, that's the thing about Doll. Doll is unfortunately a very simple golem. Made with one purpose. Doing what it's told.
No.
So it won't have any complaints. Though, I don't doubt that Doll may or may not pick up some habits from you, maybe some of your personality. But even despite all this, residing in Doll's body, being housed and getting a body from, you know, help with us.
Food sort of thing. But yeah, that makes sense.
We may have done all the footwork to get your pieces back together. It was really just you who pulled yourself together.
That's the way the cycles work.
It's you who've made it to this point. And if that's not standing on your own strength, I don't know what is. Because let me tell you, there's a lot of people who would not be able to make it to this point. I know I wouldn't be able to. I still haven't.
I don't think I've really done anything to get to this point other than
There you go. You want to do that?
be a victim, be
First suggest they wish for solutions or anything.
Fair enough.
an obsession.
That's how you see it. If you believe you started out as an obsession, okay. But if you ask me, genuinely, from the point you were brought back together to now, it was your strength. Maybe not physical strength, maybe not magical, but strength of mind, strength of will. Because there was not many people who can take being broken apart and put back together like that.
I think that's a question for our boss.
You mean the one that's right behind you?
Yes, the
You are
boss
one
goes
of the
right behind me,
few
but I didn't know it was
strongest
right
people
behind
I know in that regard.
Who's left? More likely to find the cause.
Strong.
You are? Because there's more than just physical
me. Do we have a
strength.
compost bin? I never made one.
Strength is more than just physical.
It's not good.
Strength. I
I guess we're gonna have to make one.
couldn't stop it.
Hey Alice,
It's not like I resisted. It just
Hey,
kept
Alice.
happening.
all the stuff about plants, you've learned over your life. How long did it take you to learn all that? Learning about flowers, bushes, the trees. When was the first time you started learning about this stuff? When was the first time you decided, I want to learn more about plants and make my own garden?
I'm not too fond of it. Yes, isolated necromancy and the apple.